Hello YouTube, I'm Taylor Tommila, aka Hana Dash, and I'm coming to use this little video here, kind of a vlog of sorts, to end the confusion about why I have shaky hands during my videos. I've had plenty of people ask me why my hands shake or why I can't hold certain things. This is kind of hard for me to talk about because people that have what I have don't really like everybody knowing about it. I have a disease called Charcot-Marie-Tooth syndrome. It's a form of peripheral neuropathy that affects people, just as much people as multiple sclerosis. And this disease is not well known by a lot of people. It's a very hard disease to live with. Basically what it is that it can be passed on from father to son. I don't believe mothers can pass it on, but I do know it's genetic, and it is a sleeper disease, as in people will have CMT in their genome or their DNA and won't even know it's there until two people make the right match and have it. What it primarily affects people, and there are various cases. In my situation, I'm very lucky when it comes to disease. But what happens is that it starts in the feet, and you're not able to go heel-toe when you walk. So normal people walk with their hands heel-toe, with their feet, heel-toe. People with CMT, the nerve pathways between the brain and the legs or your feet begin to die, and as a result of that, you lose motor function, to be able to wiggle your toes, and it's called, also known as drop foot. People have corrective braces called AFOs to help them walk, such as myself. And it's a very hard disease to live with because, in my case, my family didn't know what it was, and at the time when I was 12 and I was diagnosed with it, I had broken my ankle, and when I recovered from that, both of my ankles sort of didn't start working correctly, and for some reason my family thought it was my fault because I didn't do my exercises or something like that, and punished me for it. And as the result, this continued ridicule throughout my family. A year goes by, and I finally my mom got sick of it, went to the doctor, and they told me that I had Charcot-Marie-Tooth syndrome. And the fact that when you have this disease, you can't do normal things like football or running or sports, skateboarding. But I didn't let that stop me. I continued to try to skate. I tried rollerblading, anything that helped my ankles to stay at a 90-degree angle. I was a musician for many years. I was in numerous bands. I played guitar, bass, drums, keyboard, those sorts of things, and was fine with it. You know, I got in a lot of fights in high school because people kind of treated me different, made fun of me the way I walked and stuff like that. But as I got older, that sort of just melted away. I mean, to this day, I still am embarrassed walking in public because it is, you know, very embarrassing the way I walk. But then when I was 25, CMT also has a 10% chance of causing renal failure, which means I was that 10% on top of the chances of getting the disease that got kidney failure. And I went through that for 6 years, and that was difficult because my family, you think my family was good with being supportive with the CMT. You can only imagine how it was when they were with me with kidney failure. I'd have to thank my wife for that, because without her I wouldn't be here today. Honestly, there were times that I quit, just wanted not to go to dialysis and just basically give up, and I didn't, and I'm still here. But then when I was around 29, I think 28, my hands started going bad, and so now we'll get to that part. My hands do not stay straight anymore. To wiggle my hands, I'm lucky. I've seen a lot of people on YouTube that aren't able to do this. They're sort of like this, and they have no control over their hands. Me, on the other hand, I still have control of my hands, which is good, because I'm still able to do photography. I'm still able to do artisty stuff. I'm still able to do things with my family. I'm still able to play, video games here. But the simple motions is trying to pick up things, for example. I used to be able to do a bar chord on a guitar. It was a bar chord. You have to take your finger and go straight across. Well, I can't do that. My hands don't go like that anymore. And in order to pick up certain things, like right here, normal people would be able to take their fingers. I say normal people. I say people that don't have CMT, because you're still normal if you have this disease. Do not get me wrong. Okay, you are as normal as anybody else. Normal is just a word. Okay. And if you're watching this video and you do have CMT, don't let it get you down. Try to be a glass half empty kind of person, because if you have that, you won't go wrong. And if you start looking at life as pessimistic, you become pessimistic, and no one likes to be around that person, So anyway, sorry, but my hands, when I'm trying to pick up things, normal people, I cannot do my fingers straight out. I have to do this, which that motion right here, I don't have very much strength in that. To take my hands together, like right now, I'm trying to put my fingers together. They don't go together. And the way I walk, like I said before, is I use braces, and that helps. But trying to do things like working on RC vehicles, for example, that's why I had to have my son in this, because, well, it's a good bonding experience, of course, but also because he has tiny little hands. And the biggest fear that I have is that he may have it. So by me introducing him into the show, and by him being in the RC stuff, and watching him use his hands, watching him use his feet, and seeing if he has it, is one of the most frightening experiences of my life. I was pretty selfish when I was younger, but then when you have a kid, it's not about you, it's about them. And watching him work his hands on stuff, and watching him pick things up, and watch very closely how his fingers move, is one of the most straining experiences of my life, because having to watch him and hope to God he doesn't have it. So I wouldn't want to put that on anybody. I'm not saying life is over when you have it. It's not. You focus on the things you can do rather than the things you can't do. And in my case, I can film, I can still sing. I can still sing. I got that going for me. I was a karaoke guy for 17 years, and my whole family is musical. And so am I, still. But I wanted just to clarify this, that it is a real disease. It's not the country music channel. It's a real disease, and it affects more people out there every day, and I'm trying to raise some sort of awareness to this disease. And at the beginning of this video, when I said I was lucky because when people have CMT, their ankles here, their arches sort of start to do this, and then their ankles sort of start turning inwards, and you have to have multiple surgeries, sometimes bone cutting, to get it set straight, and pulling tendons from one place to another. In my case, the doctors wanted to pull tendons from my upper arm here and put it in my hand right here, so I'll still retain some of my ability to do that. But I'm only 33 now, and there's plenty of time for this disease to get worse. So I am doing the best I can with what I have, with my family, with my wife, who's been amazing person, who met me while I was on dialysis and took care of me every single day, still does. Even then, she got a career in doing dialysis, and she loves helping the patients, and it gives her a unique perspective on that matter, because she knows the side of the patient, and she knows the side of the person administrating it. So anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know, to give a little clarification into my world as it is. I mean, I try to do the best I can, and believe me, my family, my YouTube channel, and my filming is the most important thing right now to me, It used to be, it is still music, don't get me wrong, still music. I just wish I could play an instrument. But like I said, if you do have CMT, don't want to get you down. Just keep pushing on and don't listen to what the doctors tell you. But if you do have CMT, I would highly suggest going to the doctor and getting your kidneys tested, because it snuck up on me. It did. I was sick for 3 months. I didn't even know it. My kidneys both failed at the same time. And dialysis is no picnic. It's, in my opinion, just as bad as chemo, if not worse sometimes. But people watching this video are on chemo. They're probably thinking, oh no, it is. But you know what? It doesn't matter. It's still terrible. And I do appreciate you, my fans and my subscribers that do watch my channel. It does warm my heart, and it makes me feel very good to watch the people's comments left on my channel and to see that all this work that I put into these videos really sort of come together, and everybody loves it, and I really appreciate it. I really do. I just want to let everybody know that. So if you see my hand shaking, which, you know, that's another thing, my hands they shake really bad. Even if I try to hold them still, they shake, and I'm trying my best. So thank you very much for watching this video. I'll put some information in the link below about CMT if you have questions about it, or just do a Google search on it. And so there's a lot of questions that I have answered too that I need to ask, but sometimes I just don't really care, honestly. If it happens, it happens, and in the meantime I'll enjoy whatever I can while I can, knowing that it's coming is even worse on sometimes. So, but not really, because then I know it's coming. I can try to take care of what I can at this point and do what I can. So anyway, thank you for watching this video. I appreciate this. Hopefully that gives some clarification as to why my hands shake. And if you have a disease or disability, don't let it get you down. Make lemonade, you know, and just keep going. So anyway, I'm Honda Dash, Taylor Tommila. I'll see you in my next video.